Hello viewers, in today's class we are going to discuss these three important integrals, right? So here we'll find out the values of these three integrals not by usual method, but here we are going to use a direct result to get the values of these three integrals, right? So let us start. Now let us first see the structure of these three integrals, right? So here in all of these three integrals, the limits are from 0 to infinity, right? And the integrand is 1 over x square plus 4 times x square plus 9. And here we have 1 over x square plus 1 times x square plus 2. And here we have x square plus 2 times x square plus 3, right? So here we see a sort of similarity in these three integrals. So now let us first see the general integral, right? And then we'll compare that integral with these three integrals. So here we have the integral that is from 0 to infinity, right? And the integrand is 1 over x square plus a square, and here we have x square plus b square, right? So these three integrals are similar to this integral, right? So when we use the concept of partial fractions, then we can easily find out the values of this integral, right? So here we are not going to find out the value of this integral by making use of the concept of partial fractions, but here we'll write the direct value, right? So the direct value of this integral is given by pi divided by 2ab, and then we have the sum of a and b, right? So this is the value of this integral. So here we see that the value of this integral is pi, and divided by, here we have the factor 2, then we have the product of a and b, and then we have the sum of a and b, right? So let us now compare this integral with these three integrals, and we can easily get the values of these three integrals. So now if we compare this integral with this one, then we see that the value of a square is equal to 4 and b square is equal to 9, right? So a is 2 and b is 3, right? So the direct value of this integral can be obtained by this result. So we have pi divided by 2 times. Here we have a, then we have b, and then we have the sum of a and b, that is 2 plus 3, right? So this is pi divided by this is 2 to the 4, 3 is 12, and here we have 5, so this is pi over 60, right? So the value of this integral is pi divided by 60. Now let us compare this integral with this one. So here the value of a square is equal to 1, and the value of b square is 2. So a is 1 and b is the square root of 2. So the value of this integral can be written as pi divided by 2 times a and b. A is 1, b is square root of 2. Then we have 1 plus square root of 2. So we have pi divided by 2 root 2 times 1 plus square root of 2, right? Now let us consider this one. So here the value of a square is 2, and the value of b square is equal to 3. So a is the square root of 2, b is the square root of 3. So the value of this integral is equal to pi divided by 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 3, and here we have a plus b, so this is square root of 2 plus square root of 3. So this is pi divided by, this is 2 times square root of 6, and the sum of square root of 2 and square root of 3, right? So this is how we can find out the values of these type of integrals by making use of this result.